Hi, I'm Mike. I'm the founder of GoodBed.com. As you may know, we are a mattress shopping resource that was designed to make it easier for you to search and compare mattresses across brands and stores so that you can find the best mattress for you. Today, we're excited to be here to actually review a mattress, which is called the Alexander Signature mattress from a company called Nest Bedding. And we're particularly excited to review this mattress because it is one of the most reviewed mattresses on our site, as well as one of the highest and best reviewed mattresses on our site. And so we really think that that speaks to the passion that Nest's customers have for this product, and just like the really positive experiences they've had both with this product and with Nest Bedding as a company. So we're looking forward to showing you this product. One of the things we at GoodBed want people to understand about mattresses is that there's no one mattress for everyone, and therefore you need personalized information in order to make a good choice, in order to find the right mattress for you. So as we talk about the Nest Bedding Alexander Signature mattress, we are going to talk about how it compares to other mattresses that you might find online as well as in your nearby stores, but we're also going to talk about what type of person is this a good bed for, so that you can make the personal determination of whether this is the right mattress for you. And one of the other things we wanted to touch upon right up front is that this is a mattress, the Alexander Signature, that's available in 3 different comfort levels, which is also something that we like about Nest Bedding in general, because they too believe that there's no one mattress for everyone. So they've got actually a number of different options, even beyond the Alexander Signature product line. But within the Alexander Signature line, they've got this model, which you're looking at, which is the medium. And then they also have one firmer than this that they call the luxury firm. And then on the plusher side, they have one that they call the soft. So 3 options in this line. So before we dive into the characteristics of this mattress that make it a good match for you or not, we're going to talk a little bit about what's in this mattress. So this mattress has kind of a complicated construction in that there's 5 different layers here. To start from the top and work our way down, what you're looking at on the top layer of this mattress is, first of all, it's kind of like a nice quilting here that's more reminiscent of like a traditional mattress top, which contains 1.5 inches of quilting material, kind of a soft 1.5 pound density quilting foam. The cover is kind of a nice stretch cover, more modern, but it is still like a quilted look to it, which is more traditional. Below that, you've got the real primary layer here, which is 4 inches of 4 pound density gel memory foam. Then below that, you've got 1 other inch of just regular memory foam, followed by 6 inches of polyurethane foam, which is divided into kind of one little 2-inch transitional layer of 1.8 pound poly foam, and then on the bottom a 4-inch layer of 2 pound poly foam. So it's a complex construction, but I think what you want to really focus on in this is that in general we would characterize this as a memory foam, or even more specifically gel memory foam over foam type of construction. But it is a little bit unique in that it has this kind of quilted pillow toppy type of feel to it on top, whereas most gel memory foam over foam construction mattresses are going to be more of an unquilted type of feel, where you're going to be right up against the memory foam. So when we talk about mattress fit, we always start with the same 2 characteristics, which are the 2 absolutely non-negotiable things that you have to get from your mattress. Those being back support and pressure relief. So to start with back support, I think what's really interesting about this mattress, and maybe it makes it different from some of the other mattresses that we've tested, is that this mattress features it's got that 1.5 inch layer of quilting, below which it has 5 inches of memory foam. And what that tells you is that that memory foam is not only doing the normal job of memory foam, which is really as a pressure relieving type of material, but by there being 5 inches of it before you get to the next layer, it's also doing a lot of the support for you. So that's something that's quite interesting and unique, and you don't often find that in a memory foam over foam type of construction. Typically you're going to have a thinner layer of memory foam, and then what that's going to do is sort of provide the pressure relief and then allow you to kind of get down enough to the support foam, which is more like the bedrock kind of the mattress, for the actual kind of pushback that you need to make sure you don't hammock. In this case, what you're seeing is that the 5 inches of memory foam is kind of like a firmer foam. So it's firmer memory foam, meaning it's not, it's just not soft. And so what that does is it allows the memory foam to be responsive to your body, and to have some of that memory foam delayed effect that you're accustomed to seeing, but also to hold you up enough because it just doesn't compress that easily, being firmer. So that's kind of how it's able to do that. It is a little bit reminiscent in terms of like the ratio of memory foam to support foam of something like a Tempur-Pedic or something like that you've seen before. And in those cases as well, you do find that the memory foam is doing a lot of the support work, which again is sort of a little bit of an unusual role for memory foam. So I'm just going to lay down on my back and actually kind of just show you how that looks and how it works for me. Okay, so here I am in this position here on my back, which is the position that I normally sleep in. And just for a little bit of context, I am about 6 feet tall and not quite 200 pounds. So what I'm seeing here in this position is that my spine is actually held in really nice neutral position. I can reach under here and see that my lumbar is well supported. My hips are certainly sinking into the mattress enough to provide my lumbar curve to be supported, but not so much that I'm hammocking on this. So for me, with my size and shape, this is actually a really good fit. And it seems to work pretty well for me on my side as well. During the night, I don't spend that much time in this position. Of course, I spend some time, as everyone does, but not that much. But what I can tell here just from being in this position like this is that my shoulders are allowed to sink into the mattress enough, as well as my hips, that my spine is able to maintain its nice, neutral, straight line position. So I think we can just draw kind of a generalization from my experience that there's most likely a pretty broad swath of the population who's in that kind of middle ground like me, where this is going to be a really nice match from a support perspective. I think where I would have some concerns and issue some cautionary words would be maybe in regards to stomach sleepers, in particular stomach sleepers who are heavier than I am. The reason I have concern for stomach sleepers, and I should say that I would voice similar concerns for a Tempur-Pedic mattress or any mattress where the predominance of the support is happening in the memory foam layers. My concern is that memory foam, like any foam, it will break down over time. And memory foam is designed to actually kind of allow your body to kind of keep melting into the mattress. It's not really designed to push back, which is what makes it such a great pressure relieving material. When you have, though, 5 inches of it, for example, and it begins to break down a little bit, what can happen is that parts of your body, particularly the heaviest parts of your body, which is your hips, can have a tendency to sink a little bit further into the mattress than they do when it's new, for example. And in most positions, for most people, that's not going to be too problematic. But if you were a stomach sleeper and you were, for example, heavier than I am, that could cause your hips to sink much more deeply into the mattress than the rest of your body, and that would be particularly bad, because what you don't want as a stomach sleeper is your back to be kind of overarching during the night like this, because that is definitely a recipe for back pain. So that would be a group of people that I think maybe this wouldn't be a great match for from a support perspective. So let's turn our attention now to pressure relief. In order to do that, I'm going to go down on my side, because this is really the best position for anyone to assess the pressure relieving characteristics of a mattress. I'm going to focus in particular on my shoulders and my hips, which are having to bear a disproportionate amount of my weight, given the fact that they're kind of pointing deeply into the mattress.
And what I can tell here is that no doubt this mattress has excellent pressure relieving characteristics. And that, of course, is due to the memory foam here doing its job. So I can even feel 15, 20, 30 seconds into being on this mattress that the memory foam is kind of gently giving way in certain heavier parts of my body as the heat from my body reaches through that top 1.5 inches of comfort material and gets to the memory foam. So in general, this is great, great pressure relieving characteristics. The 1.5 inches of material, the quilting material on top, probably works against the memory foam a little bit in the pressure relief category, but not nearly enough to take away from the fact that this is a mattress with great pressure relieving characteristics.
Okay, so once you get beyond back support and pressure relief, then you can start to get into some of the characteristics of the mattress that are a little bit more preference-based. And the first one we're going to talk about here is temperature. So what we mean by that is your body is not necessarily going to feel the same temperature to you on every mattress. And that's because mattresses have different properties as it relates to how they retain heat or how they allow your body to dispense with the heat that it generates. So the reason we're kind of keying in on temperature first is because this mattress has 5 inches of memory foam. And memory foam is probably the material that has become most well known for retaining heat in the mattress industry. So if you are someone for whom heat while you sleep, being hot while you sleep is a known issue, then we probably in general would steer you towards other options, other types of mattresses besides memory foam. And if likewise, if you're someone for whom this has never been an issue, then you probably don't even have to worry about this. You're probably going to be just fine on any kind of memory foam mattress. If you're someone, however, who's kind of in the middle and you think you might be inclined towards getting hot, but haven't necessarily had that problem in the past, then you probably want to just pay attention to when you choose a mattress, finding one that's hopefully not going to put you in the camp of overheating. So as we look at the attributes of this particular mattress, we have seen, for starters, in the reviews of the Alexander signature, some complaints about temperature. So this is not immune to that concern about memory foam. But at the same time, they've done a few things in this mattress to try to mitigate some of those effects. So we want to make you aware of those. The first thing they've done is they've added, in those top 4 inches of memory foam, they've used gel memory foam instead of just ordinary memory foam. And gel memory foam can help mitigate some of the heat effects of memory foam. It's not, to be clear, cooler than no memory foam. So you shouldn't think of gel memory foam as sleeping cool per se. But it's better than traditional memory foam. The second thing that they've done is added some phase change material to the cover. And the idea of that is that it's going to help at least make this very top thing that's most close to your coming in contact with your skin feel cool to the touch kind of initially. Now when I've seen phase change material demoed, typically you kind of put your hand on phase change material and then you put your hand on regular material, and the phase change material just feels super cool and kind of crisp to the touch, while the other fabric just feels kind of room temperature. I'm not really getting that sensation when I touch this, but I'm not sure why that might be. Maybe it's just the amount of phase change material in here, but I know they have added some phase change material, and that should have at least some added cooling effect over what was out there before and what people were reviewing before. So the next preference-based criteria that we're going to talk about is responsiveness. And what we mean by that is to what degree the mattress has that kind of classic memory feel. Because that truly is a very preference-oriented characteristic. Some people just love that classic memory feel, and some people hate it. Now many people are in between as well, but this is a mattress that definitely has that memory feel to it. I mean, you get on this mattress and you just immediately know that you're on a memory foam mattress because you can start to feel, especially in your heavier parts, like your hips will start to kind of gently melting into the mattress a little bit. And so it is that kind of classic memory foam experience. Now, on the other hand, it's a little different than the types of memory foam mattresses you may have tried in your local stores, where that memory foam is right up at the top, you know, like a Tempur-Pedic or an iComfort type of mattress. They generally don't have any material amount of quilting in the top, so the memory foam is way up closer to your body than it is in this mattress, where there is about 1.5 inches of this quilting material at the top. And so what that does is it just kind of gives the mattress a little bit of a different feel from those ones, where this top layer just feels, it's a little bit more bouncy, it's much more quick to respond, and just sort of feels like more of a classic traditional pillow top. And it's not, so for the parts of your body that are in contact with the mattress only lightly, you know, if you've got your arm out or your leg, they may not have enough weight to sort of penetrate deeply enough into the mattress to feel the memory foam on this mattress. And so they might be just sort of laying on this more fluffy quilting material on this mattress, whereas in the other mattresses they may be directly on the memory foam. So that's a little bit of a difference here in terms of the responsiveness. But what you can see is, like, if I do this and I'm pressing down, you know, this, I'm only activating the quilt layer, and you can see it responds very quickly. But if I press down with my fists and really get deeply into that memory foam, you see that slow responsiveness. So that's where you can activate that memory foam layer. I'm pressing certainly beyond the first 1.5 inches here, and as a result, you can see how it responds slowly. So that's how it's going to feel under the heavier parts of your body. So the next preference criteria is cushioning depth. So basically, some mattresses let you sleep more in the mattress, and some mattresses keep you more on the surface of the mattress. And this is a mattress that's a little bit in between. What I would say is that this is a mattress, particularly in this softness level, and this is a characteristic that will differ depending on whether you opt for the soft, the medium, which we're trying here, or the luxury firm. But in the medium, this is what I would consider to be kind of a medium cushioning depth, in addition to being that sort of medium softness level. And so it's kind of similar to, say, the cushioning depth you'd find in like the Lisa. The difference is that in this case, you're talking about a much more conforming medium amount of cushioning depth. So the point elasticity is higher, so instead of the mattress kind of going down like this towards your body, it's really contouring right at your body at that medium cushioning level. So if that is the kind of experience you want, you get a little bit of that feeling of kind of being nestled into the bed, but not deeply nestled into the bed the way you might be on a very plush pillow top. But at the same time, if you don't like to be nestled into the bed at all, then there might be options that will keep you feeling a little bit more floating on top of the mattress that would be better matched for you. Okay, so what I'm holding here is a 30-pound medicine ball, and we use this just to demonstrate the amount of cushioning depth, and gives us kind of a standard test that we can use and compare across different mattresses. So I'm going to just place that 30-pound medicine ball on the mattress, and you can see here how much the mattress sinks in. And again, this is what we would consider to be kind of like a medium cushioning depth. But if you were comparing this directly side by side with some of the other mattresses, particularly the ones that have either latex or more of a latex-like material on top of the memory foam, you would notice that this mattress, generally the cushioning, or as it sinks, adheres much more closely to the surface of the ball than some of the other mattresses that we've tested. So the next criteria we're going to discuss is motion isolation, and what this means is the degree to which you may feel disturbances from the other side of the bed, or vice versa. So this might be something that's important to you because you're a light sleeper and your partner's a restless sleeper, for example, or one of you is a light sleeper and the other of you is frequently coming into bed late at night, or you're joined by pets or kids during the night, or so forth. So we look at this property, and this mattress is being a mattress that is, number one, an all foam construction, generally that's a good starting point as it relates to motion isolation. But number two, with having these 5 inches of memory foam on this mattress near the top, adds even more motion isolation properties. So this is a mattress that's going to most definitely excel in the motion isolation category. So if motion isolation is important to you, then you're going to definitely be satisfied on this mattress. And we're going to do a little demonstration here just to show you how that works. So what we're going to do here is just a little demonstration to show you the motion isolation properties of this mattress. So what we have is a standard actual bowling pin that's placed upon just a small piece of tempered glass just to kind of give it a little surface area. And what we're going to show here is when I apply kind of moderate pressure here to the mattress, and you can see how the bowling pin is affected on the other side of that mattress. Now bear in mind, we have this mattress on a platform foundation, which is a piece of plywood on top of slats, and so there is a little bit of flex in that, and that's going to actually have some motion transference and probably accounts for the vast majority of the movement in the bowling pin that you're seeing, because very little motion is going to be transferred through the mattress itself in this case. So the next preference-based criteria we're going to talk about here is ease of repositioning. Now for many of you this is not going to be a big issue, but if you're someone for whom it can be difficult to move around during the night, or you're concerned about how easy it's going to be to move around and reposition yourself on a memory foam mattress, we want to just show you what that's like on this mattress. So it is true that we hear from some people on a memory foam mattress that they feel like they're kind of rolling out of a hole that they created. But as you can see from what I'm doing here, I'm not getting that sensation on this mattress at all. I'm having no problems moving from side to side on this mattress, and I'm not getting really a sensation of moving out of a hole. And that has to do with a few things. Number one, this is a medium cushioning depth. So if I were on a memory foam mattress that had deeper cushioning than this, that would be a bigger consideration. Number two is, as memory foam goes, this is probably a quicker recovery memory foam than you might experience in some other brands. So it's not leaving that hole behind as you roll this way. And the third thing is that you do have this quilting layer on the top, this 1.5 inches, and that's kind of creating a little bit of a surface evening above the memory foam, and that's making it just a little bit easier to maneuver through the night as well. So if net, if you are someone for whom this is a concern but you like memory foam, I think this could be a good option for you, because it's probably going to be a little easier to move around on this mattress than some other memory foam mattresses. So another criteria that we evaluate when looking at mattresses is edge support. And this is something that may be important to you if, for example, you like to sit on the edge of the bed and tie your shoes. It also may be important to you if you're someone who, for whatever reason, finds themselves sleeping along the edge of the mattress a lot. And that may be because you're crowded out by other sleepers in your bed, or maybe that's where you like to sleep. So we look at this criteria, and it's not something that all foam mattresses tend to excel at, because they generally don't have a lot of specific features that are built to kind of reinforce the edge the way a lot of spring mattresses do. But as you can see here, this mattress does actually pretty well, particularly for a foam mattress, in edge support. I'm sitting right now on the edge, and there is some dip here, but it's not nearly as much as on many foam mattresses, and I don't feel in any way unstable as I sit in this position. And if I switch to the prone position, you can see that I can lie right up at the edge of the mattress with my shoulder blade just on the edge, and I don't feel in any way the sensation that I'm going to roll off the bed. So this would be like where on most memory foam mattresses, right about now, as the memory foam starts to activate underneath me, and I start to get that sensation of gently melting into the bed, my left shoulder would start to just feel like it's kind of lowering and sliding down towards the floor. And I'd start to get that unsettling feeling like I might roll off the bed. I'm not getting that at all here, and in fact I sat here earlier for 10 minutes or more and never had that sensation. So to me, what that speaks to is that, again, the memory foam here is rather firm, so it is really truly playing that kind of support role for you here. And you can kind of see it in action when you look at it with me close to the edge like this. And number two, of course, the foam underneath, to what extent that's being activated, is also providing a firm amount of pushback that's keeping this edge nice and strong. So if edge support's important to you, this is going to be a good mattress for you. So one thing that's cool and different about Nest relative to some of the other online brands is that they actually do have a handful of stores in some of the major markets where you can go in and try this bed as well as some of the other mattresses that they offer. But if you're not someone who lives in one of those areas or just aren't inclined to do that, they also offer a very generous return policy. And that is something that can give you confidence in buying this mattress without trying it. The way it works is you can try it for 100 nights in your home risk-free and get a full refund if you decide you don't like it for whatever reason. They do ask that you try it for at least 30 nights, which is totally understandable because your body does need time to adjust to a new mattress. So in order to give it a fair chance, you need to give it some amount of time. The only thing that's sort of interesting that we thought was worth mentioning about their return policy is they do emphasize that the mattress needs to be free of stains in order to be eligible for a return, even if you're going to donate it. So just make sure that if you choose this mattress and you think you might take advantage of the return policy, that you do have a good protector on this mattress to make sure that you don't have that issue. Another criteria that's important to just about every mattress shopper is value and affordability. So when we look at the value of this mattress, we start with the price point, of course. The Alexandria Signature currently lists for $11.99 in a queen size. And in terms of what you're getting for that, you've got a 13-inch mattress that is very well constructed. And within that, you've got 5 inches of a very premium material, which is memory foam. So right off the bat, you're definitely getting a lot for your money in that respect. The other sense in which we look at value is relative to what other options are out there and how long this is going to last. So if you are someone who is kind of honing in on this type of construction, meaning a significant amount of memory foam, 5 inches, in this case, over foam, where the memory foam is really doing both pressure relief and support role, then you're looking at a class of mattresses where the key risk that you're facing in any of them is that the memory foam might break down and that might ultimately affect the support characteristics, not just the pressure relief characteristics of the mattress, and could lead to some sort of a sagging type of a situation. So that's really the only longevity, the biggest longevity risk that you'd face with any type of mattress in this profile. So I think you have to just kind of take a look at the construction quality of this mattress and compare it to the construction quality of those other mattresses, and then look at the price points. In this case, the construction quality is certainly high. The materials, the memory foam densities are 4-pound density, which is totally solid, a good density memory foam. However, not the absolute highest. There are premium memory foam mattress manufacturers that use 5 pounds and up in sort of similarly constructed mattresses. However, those mattresses cost substantially more than this. So, it's kind of a judgment call to you as to whether you want to invest that additional amount up front in getting that slightly higher quality memory foam, or you want to sort of take a little bit more of a risk on this type of a product, but by saving a whole lot of money up front. And you could certainly see how the economics might work out in your favor with a mattress like this, since you are saving so much money up front that even if you were to need to replace this sooner, even if that were to happen, you probably could still be better off in that situation. So that's the kind of calculus that we would look at in terms of this. And on balance, I think I just look at this and I say this is definitely a good value for your money. So I hope that's a helpful assessment for you. So just to sum up some of the things that we've talked about here today, the Alexandria Signature from Nest Bedding is a great option if you're looking for that kind of traditional memory foam feel in a medium softness with kind of a medium level of cushioning depth. On the other hand, if you're somebody who doesn't like that memory foam feel, or if you are a stomach sleeper, for example, or maybe if you're somebody who knows that they have a tendency to sleep on the hot side, we probably would steer you towards other options in those instances. But if not, and if you're looking for this kind of a construction where you have a substantial amount of memory foam over foam, then we think that the Nest bedding offers both a unique feel relative to other options in that it has this 1.5 inches of quilting on top of it, which gives it a little bit of a more traditional feel than other mattresses with this construction. And we also think it offers a really good value. So it's definitely a good one to consider. So if you've gotten to this point in the video and you're starting to feel like the Alexander Signature from Nest Bedding is the right bed for you, that's awesome. We're really glad that this video could help you confirm that. And if you do choose to get the Alexander Signature, we really hope that you come to GoodBed.com and review the mattress after you've had it for a little while so that millions of other mattress shoppers can benefit from your personal experience with this product. If, on the other hand, you're still not quite sure whether this kind of memory foam over foam construction, or maybe even just the Alexander Signature model in particular, are right for you, then what we'd urge you to do is go to GoodBed.com and take the mattress match quiz, which you can find right up in the header of any page of our website. This quiz will walk you through all the same kinds of criteria and considerations that we covered in this video, and will ultimately show you the best matches for you that are available both online and in nearby stores. And if you go to the Alexander Signature page on GoodBed, it will even allow you to get your match score for this particular product. So that's all. We hope you enjoyed this video. We thank you for watching, and we hope you sleep well.